You know what really bugs me, folks? Daylight savings. Daylight savings time. The fact that it exists really, really grinds my gears. Daylight savings time should not exist. We should ban it. Why does it matter what time or what the light looks like outside at certain times of the year? Why does it matter if it gets darker earlier at one point in the year or it gets lighter later in the morning? Who cares? Set a later alarm clock. Move your day along. If you really care about the daylight that much, just switch your schedule around a little bit. Who on earth thought it was a good idea that instead of doing that, we would appease lazy farmers? Oh, these farmers, they really need more light. They need more daylight in their days. So instead of them just moving their schedules around, setting their alarm clocks for a different time, disturbing their routine, instead, we're going to disturb the rest of the world. We're going to disturb everyone who isn't a farmer. You know, that other 99.9% of the population. We're going to disturb them instead. And we're going to make sure that everyone who isn't a farmer is bothered by this as well. And because of that, they make daylight savings. We now have to put our clocks back in time, put our clocks forward in time, and mess around with it. It's nonsense. Who cares? And while I'm on this, why do time zones exist? Can we just abolish those as well? Who cares? Why does it matter if... Right, why can't we have a global clock? We have a global clock, okay? Oh, right now what time is it? It's 11 a.m. on the dot. Why does it matter that here in Scotland and the UK at 11 a.m. it is light? Okay? If we talk about the place that doesn't exist, Australia, over there it's probably something like 11 p.m. or around there, okay? Maybe around there. So it's probably dark. Why does it matter if... Why can't we just have it 11 a.m. and why does it matter that it's dark over there at 11 a.m. and light over here at 11 a.m. Let's switch it around. When it comes to 11 p.m. here, it's going to be 11 a.m. there. Why does it matter that it's dark here at 11 p.m. but light there at 11 a.m.? Why does it matter? Why can't people around the world just operate at different times of the day? Why can't we just say, okay, so those people over in Australia, they are going to be awake. Their waking working hours are between, midnight and midday. Whereas here in the UK, our working day is between midday and midnight. Why do we have to have different times in different parts? It makes it more complicated. Why don't we just have one time? It makes things so much easier. And those stupid farmers with their daylight savings make it even more confusing. Makes it even more complicated. These things are not necessary. These things are not needed. I don't understand why we cave to these people. Time isn't real, folks. Time is fake. It is a social construct. Time does not exist. Yes, something can happen. And then after that thing happening, something else can happen. After it or before it. Time is how we explain this. But it doesn't actually exist. Every single thing that happens, every moment that takes place, is individual. There is no timeline. It's not real. Things just are. How did they decide what a second was? Oh, it's a tick of a clock, the second hand going. That's how you decide what a second is. But who decided that in the first place? Someone had to program a second. Someone created a second. No one took a measurement of something and said, okay, this is undisputably a second. and 60 of these is a minute, and 60 of those is an hour, and 24 of those is a day. Folks, we have it so wrong that once every 4 years, we have to add an extra day into our year in a month to make it line up, to make the whole thing line up, because a year is supposed to be the time in which it takes the Earth to rotate and move around the solar system and yada yada, okay? That is supposed to be a year. The fact that we actually have to add an extra day into our year every 4 years, every leap year, just so that we can make that line up better, is an indication of the fact that time has failed us. Time isn't real. We have it all wrong. But people are so stubborn. They won't give up on what they've got already. Doesn't matter how complicated or nonsensical it is. They'll keep on prodding. They'll keep on tripping along. But I see through these lies. I see through the nonsense. And folks, if you stick with me, you will soon come to realize just how wrong you all are, and just how fooled you have been by those around you. You're welcome.